Alright, y'all. Well, I'm just going to make a small video and show you what my yard looks like. This is out here in front of my shed. There's my boat and my camper that we got. That's the water line all the way up. There's the neighbors over here, the neighbor's property. They got berms and stuff like that up. This is towards the front of my property. And as you can tell, we got a lot more water yesterday from Nicole hurricane. I'm just making a video kind of documenting the water level. Here's my shed. As you can see, the water's all up on the shed. I'm actually wading in water right now to do this little video to kind of show you. I'm gonna go as high as I can. There's my water boots. See the water up to them? I can't really go too far. The water boots are gonna be flooded out. That's pretty much the house right there. That's the north side of the house. That's the side door going to the garage. But yeah, we got a lot more water last night. The wind's still blowing a little bit to like the northeast. There's my truck. There's Stacy's pod that we're putting stuff in. But yeah, we got water for sure. Even more. Like we really needed it, huh? That's the water. The water's just up to the edge. Just up to the edge of this. So it isn't completely flooded inside, but it's not far from it. Wakes and wind and stuff like that it'll be in here, but got a lot of, as you can tell, I got a lot of tools and stuff that I've had for years, and got weed eaters and all my stuff in here in my shed. This is my shed, man. You know, and a blower. That right there is a 2-inch gasoline water pump that's never been opened, still in the box. That box right there, that's an industrial blower for the floor. Like if you get a wet floor, you can dry the floor off. It's a blower. I really don't have room for my stuff, you know, to try to save this stuff. There's a compressor. It's a good one, you know, not that old. Really nice, you know. In my shed, and just there's my daughter's scooters. She got 2 of them. And the bad thing about it is my daughter has a scooter that's right back here. There's a box right there. And that box is a brand new scooter. Because this one, the big scooter, is actually my mom's. The big one's my mom's. That one's my daughter's. But we got her a big scooter for Christmas this year. So, as you can tell, the box is already wet. See down there, the box is already wet. It's probably ruined. It's an electric scooter, so we don't know how good that's going to do. But it's sad, you know. It's sad you got all your stuff and you've collected over the years, and tools and stuff that you've had and you paid money for, and you know it's being threatened to be all gone. There's my compressor, or my pressure washer, my big fan. But I'm just kind of documenting. I'm making a video to kind of show you guys the inside of my shed and what's being risked at being lost now. It isn't all the way in here, but it's really close to coming all the way in. And if it does, it's going to ruin them scooters, that pump, a blower. We don't have room in that pod for all of my stuff. I mean, it's pretty much for all of Stacy's furniture and our furniture and stuff. So I don't have nowhere to put this stuff, y'all. So it's kind of at risk. I mean, I can put stuff up high and try to save as best I can, I guess. But there's just nothing that can be done. I don't have places for everything that I own, you know. That's why we have the shed. But as you can tell, I mean, when I park these trailers right here, there's my pontoon trailer, utility trailer, my John boat on the trailer. when I parked these up here, this was super dry, and I was like, water isn't never going to come this high, you know, because we're back further back towards the lake. So I parked them up here because it was super dry. But as you can tell, even that's underwater. And even that camper, being that far away from the water there to there, I might have to move that camper even more, you know. But I'm just going to go in here today and try to save some of my stuff. I mean, I'm going to take out a couple things like that Earnhardt Junior panel that come off the Nationwide car. I got to get that down and put it up because that's one of a kind, and I won't be able to buy one of them. You know, that's something that's it's pretty rare, and it cost me a lot of money to buy it because I like Earnhardt and I like Earnhardt Junior. And that's the panel off of Earnhardt Junior's Nationwide car. There's a picture of it right there. But I'm gonna take that because I definitely don't want that to get ruined. I can't just go buy one of them. And if you do find one, they're so outrageous I can't replace it. You know, so I will take some stuff out of here. But I don't have room for all this stuff. So some of this stuff is just gonna have to be, if it floods in here, it's just gonna be lost. I'll probably take them batteries and set them up here. Because I don't want them to get ruined. I'll set as much stuff up on the top of the shelf as I can to save. But I'm going to run out of room on that shelf pretty quick because there's a lot of big items. I got first aid and my gun cleaning kit over here and these tackle box things. So I'm going to save that because that, you know, I got to have my gun cleaning kit. There's all kinds of, I got a fryer back there. I mean, you know, I got a big fryer. See it right there? That's one of them huge fryers. I got shop vac. I got two shop vacs actually. I got cages for raccoons or cats or whatever. But there's all kind of tools and stuff in here that's going to get ruined. And it's just a shame, you know. There's nothing I can really do about it. At this point, your stuff is just stuff, you know, and I know it can be replaced, you know, but it's sad to see everything that you worked hard for and you got over the years you accumulate it to just be gone, you know. I mean, I know it's stuff and it don't bother me because I can buy more stuff, but it's just the thought of it as in, you know, over the years I've collected and I've picked up all this stuff, you know, for working on things and having little projects, you know. I got this vise over here I spent big money for, you know, didn't even get to use it once. It's already, you can already tell that it's getting rusted and stuff, you know. I got a drill press over here that I just bought, it's brand new. I mean, you know, it's messed up, you know. I got stuff over here, you know. I got that speaker that goes on the four-wheeler. I got bits for drill bits. You know, I got stuff over that spider thing. Don't let that spider thing scare you. That's remote control. I bought that one year for Kaylee. She liked playing with it. But I had a couple BB guns in here, and I got a blowgun right here that I'm gonna keep. Because any of my guns and blowguns and stuff like that, I always keep them because I can hand them down to my grandkids one day or my daughter, and you know, and stuff like that. But some of this stuff, I don't even know how much is in here of stuff, but I know there's a lot of stuff in here I paid a lot of money for, and it's just a shame that it's going to go to waste. And hopefully the insurance company will do their thing. I mean, we got it pretty rough out here, y'all. We're still trying to raise money for a electric pole. Right there would be the pole they would come down from, and right there's little flags right here, if y'all can see them, little yellow flags. That's where they would put the pole for the temporary power, so we can get power to that camper, so we can have somewhere to live. Because this house is going to it's already getting musky in the house. You can kind of smell it, and you know, so you know. And I'll show you around here, since I'm making a little video. I'll show you around here. I'll show you where the water level's at now. But I'll come back and get the stuff I got to move out. It's just a shame I can't save all of my stuff, but I got to have room for Stacy's stuff and our other stuff and our furniture. which I'm probably going to have get some friends of mine or something, or see if anybody would volunteer helping me move out stuff. I can carry some stuff, but that's another thing, you know, you get people to help. Some people will help you, or some people will say they help you and they don't help you, you know. And I just need a couple good strong guys, you know, that can help me move furniture. Little Stacy, she can't, you know, she's not that strong when it comes to picking up big furniture. And the furniture she bought was good, sturdy furniture. It's heavy duty, which is a good thing. We don't like cheap stuff. But the bad thing about it is, when you gotta move it, ooh, it's a backbreaker. We moved some stuff last night out, little tables and stuff that she had, and some of her totes, and some Christmas stuff that was up in the attic. But this is the very front of my house, y'all, right here. Like if you pull into where my garages is, my 2 garages, and this is the very front. I'm actually backing up where y'all can see it. But this is the very front of the house, you know, and this is the front door of the house. But as you can tell, that's the lake out there past them palms. That's the lake. And as you can tell, we've got water way around here. That right there actually goes right in front of them steps. It's like a little deck, but it actually floated away. So we got it, the deck floated back here. It was out towards, like it was going towards the lake, but yeah, man, it's sad, man. If you see that water line, see there? See how high that water is now? See that green? That's where the water was at before Nicole. Now you see where the water's clear and newer up to the top of the water? That's the water we got from Nicole. And as you can tell, it's just flooded everything out. Now this is in my house. I mean, as you can tell, this is coming into the main entrance of the house, you know. And then this is up in the house. We got the electric up here, you know, and the air conditioning's on, because this is where we're having to stay right now until we figure out what we got to do. But it won't be long. I figure it won't be long until we're gonna have to get out of here. I mean, look at this. And that water's deep, y'all. That water is deep. It's so deep in here. Let me show you. It's so deep in here. This is a little freezer, right? A little deep freeze. It's floating. That deep freeze is floating, y'all. Look at that. See that? Look at it. It's floating. But as you can tell, a lot of mold going on. See the mold right there? I don't even like coming in here. I'm doing this to show y'all, so y'all see it. But there's mold all over this, and I don't really like opening that door up. It's a little unsafe for sure. But up here in the house, we're all right, but we are kind of smelling it because of this water here. And that's the door that goes into the downstairs living area where Mom's room was. But we won't go in there because that mold's bad in there, y'all. I don't know if it's very safe for me to do that. But Stacy made a GoFundMe. It's under her name. It's Stacy Pfeiffer. You can go on Facebook and you can look it up. She did post it. She fixed it the other day. She had it to where she didn't finish it or whatever, so it wouldn't let nobody donate. You know, and if you want to donate, that's fine. If you don't, then just donate me your prayers, you know, or at least share it out for us. That way we can get a little help. You know, we're not rich people. I don't have money. Our cost is getting so high now that we're really wondering what we're going to do. And I'm really worried, you know, and I know God has a plan, but I'm really worried about how we're going to survive and what our next move is going to be, because it's getting to where we're going to have to make some kind of decision or something. But this is the screened-in room downstairs. As you can see, there's water way up to the sliding glass door, you know. I'm really taking a risk being out here, y'all. I mean, it's slippery as all get out, you know, and a little scary, you know. And of course, we got snakes and stuff like that around Florida. Of course, we do, you know. But as you can see, that's the water line inside the house. Y'all see that? And I'm looking from the back right now. But yeah, so we're getting all these waves right now on this wind, pushing these waves, and we're, you know, we're done with the hurricane. The hurricane's done passed, but we're still getting the, I guess, the after effects, the wind and stuff. But yeah, just kind of showing y'all around our house that's flooded. But she did make a GoFundMe, so if you want to donate something, even if it's $5, even if it's a couple dollars, we'd really appreciate it. And you know, and I'm the type of guy, I don't like asking for stuff, and I got a lot of pride, and you know, but sometimes you got to ask for help, you know. But we're definitely only reason why we need the money, the $5 grand, is to put a pole up. You know, that's the only reason why we're asking for it. We're pretty much, our savings is wiped out because we had to buy that camper. We financed some of it, but we had to put a big down payment just to finance it. So that kind of hit us hard in our savings and stuff. And then the cost of having storage, and the cost of having that pod, and the extra cost that comes along with being out of pocket. You know, we're having to wash our clothes at the laundromat because we can't run water. You know, we can't wash stuff here. And just anything you can donate, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you can't, then just give us some prayers. Share Stacy's GoFundMe out on your Facebook. Let people know that the more this word gets out, the more help we can get. You know, and I done called and to see if I could sell that pontoon boat. So if y'all know anybody out there that wants to buy a brand new pontoon boat that I bought in May, I'll be selling it. I paid over $35,000 for that pontoon boat, but I'll be selling it because what am I going to do with it? You know, and if I could sell that, I could easily, you know, if this house is awash, I could easily put a down payment on another house and move and have another house to live in, or put a down payment so I can rent a house or something. But we're in pretty bad shape. We haven't got no help from the state or FEMA or any government agency or any state agency. Stacy did send some emails and some letters to Governor DeSantis to see if we can get some help. I mean, as you can see, that's where the water hit so hard it ripped the siding off. Look there. It just ruined it, man. But anyways, guys, I was just kind of showing a video of where we're at now with the water. As y'all remember, that wagon right there, you used to be able to see the wheels of this wagon. And I'll move it up on the pad where it was, because it's actually moved because of the waves. But that just shows you from the last video. And I'm gonna put it where it was on the last video to let y'all see it. Y'all can compare it. Now in the last video, you can see them wheels. And as you can tell, the water's way over them wheels. And from the wind, when the waves hit, it's moved everything that way. As you can see, our yard, anything that's trash or that came out of this screened-in room pretty much went out here in our yard. So I might have to do some pickup. But today I go to work tonight, so I'm gonna just do what I can and save some of my stuff that I got out there in the shed, and the rest of it will just have to be a loss. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I don't have room for all that stuff, man. I got to make sure I got room for, you know, the house stuff and Stacy's stuff. So, I mean, if my stuff gets ruined, it sucks. But I'd much rather her be able to save her stuff that she's, you know, that we got and stuff like that. Tools and stuff like that can be replaced. Things can be replaced. It's just, you know, it's just heartbreaking. It really breaks your heart when you see this stuff, you know. And right now, I ain't been able to get my daughter on the weekends because I don't want her having to come over here and deal with this water or having to poop in a bucket. So I haven't been getting her on the weekends like I normally do because we're flooded. So I can't even exercise my time with her, you know, and spend time with her because this house is ruined and I have nowhere to go. And but usually I see her on Wednesdays. I stop over there at her house and pick her up, and we go to the park and stuff like that. And then my mom shows up at the park, and then we all just hang out and talk and stuff like that. But just wanted to make a video to kind of show you what we're going through, show you that the waters went up more. My Facebook and Stacy's Facebook has got that GoFundMe that Stacy set up, and like I said, all that money is for, any money that we get for that is for a pole, so we can get electric, because we don't have enough money. But right here there's flags right there, and they got to get a permit that allows the power company has to approve it for them to put a pole right here with a power box, and for us to be able to hook to the camper so we have power. Now I do have a generator, but the thing about that is if I have any food in the refrigerator and that generator cuts off during the day, you know, then I've just lost food in the refrigerator. So, and plus people around here will steal your generators. If you got generators outside and they're running, there's been known for people around here to steal generators right off of your trailer, you know. But anyways, y'all have a good Good Friday. To all the veterans out there, Veterans Day, happy Veterans Day. We appreciate your service, the men and women of our military, past and right now, past and present. We appreciate your service, all the sacrifices your family and that y'all have went through, and we're remembering all the guys that, you know, that fought for our freedoms and keeps this country safe and everything like that. We really appreciate you guys. American veterans are the best, you know, and they deserve way better than what they're getting. And we just want to say thank you to all of y'all guys. Stacy just went to work today, so she's not here. She'd thank you. But anyways, guys, I love you. So I'll talk to you later. See ya.